over the place. And that's why I like accents so much. And imitating them in my own personal spliff mama way. Let's not forget old Cali. That's right. So I grew up over in the Chicago suburbs, right? Awesome. Like 40 minutes from the city. And then we lived in Atlanta for a while. We lived in Mobile, Alabama for a while. I moved out to New Hartford, Connecticut for school. That was a transition. Think about it. Growing up where I grew up and then being transported down to, like, the southeast. Shit.
The dirt.
And then going from the southeast up to the northeast and, like, Connecticut. Oh, so different. I love exploring. You gotta go places. You gotta see and experience. So much fun.
That's what Dr. Seuss said.
And then I went back to Chicago. And then after Chicago, I went over to the West Coast and lived in California, up in the mountains. I lived in LA for a while, Seattle. And now I live in this middle of nowhere. It's all
fucking cornfields.
Nathan said that's different. And he said it's all helped to shape the amazing person you are today. Thank you. And I fully agree. I love all the different experiences that I've had. So much fun. I have so many, like, interests because of it. Because everywhere you go, you know, there's, like, these different things to do. I honed in on a handful of hobbies, I guess, that I never would have found in Chicago if I hadn't moved out to California. Like, amazing. Fucking grew up, and when I was 15, I had a jet ski that I could ride from the river that I lived on all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. What a fucking experience, right?
Victory.
Going from, like, suburbia to a solid beach life, like that. Man, I had so much fun moving around. I love moving around, and right now I am antsy as fuck, and all I want to do is get the fuck out of here. Like, I want to move. I was thinking Cali would be nice, but then today we discovered that they're still doing that $1 house purchase over in Italy, and that's cool as fuck. And then they're doing an incentive to live in these really small towns. Like, I think the requirement is less than 2,000 people, and they're doing 700 euros a month if you're a young transplant who lives in that town for X amount of years, and then you have to open up your own small business. So I spent a solid portion of the day just researching that and looking up, like, so, like, the Malloys, I don't know if they would call it a province. They call it a commune, which is like a village. It's over on the east side of Italy, in the south, and there's a whole bunch of there's like 100 towns to choose from, but you don't get to see, like, not every town has their listed properties, their $1 properties. And also, I don't speak Italian. Okay, so like, granted, you can translate the website, but you can't translate, everything is like uploaded PDFs, and you can't translate those. So I don't know, like, how big these places are. I'm making estimates, like, I'm making, you know, an educated guess on what it is, but whatever. If anybody fucking speaks Italian, please step up and help me. Plethora! Hi! How are you? How was your day? Oh, I'm great, man. I was just talking about how I'm learning about Italy. And then Nathan says that I should run a commune. He's into it. Man, I'm fucking into it too,
Damn,
man. I've been wanting to do that shit for a long time. I lived on a commune for a little bit. There's a fucking transition for you. It's like I go from like these one extremes to another. It's really a very adventurous approach to life. Okay, Plethора's day was fine, but tonight's been better. Yes! Awesome! Better is better than good. And definitely better than fine.
That weed's so speedy, man.
It's a sativa.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
It's got my heart rate pumping.
Yeah, our hearts are racing, our mouths are getting dry. So sweet, I just smoked like a solid sativa. Because I figured I'll be on with you
I think
guys for
that
like
one's
2
better.
hours.
That's the one from your boy.
And then I mixed it. Oh, I mixed it with that.
Oh, shit.
Can I roast you? Gavin wants to know if he can roast me. Man, I don't have much meat on my bones. To be honest with you, like, I'm kind of small. What's a commune? Oh, okay. A commune. Plethora, thank you for asking. A commune is a place where a whole bunch of people live together in harmony and work together to create an environmentally friendly, presumably as self-sufficient as possible. And then they like, it's like a whole bunch of friends hanging out. And some are a lot more functional than others in that, like, for instance, the one that I stayed at, throughout the history of said commune, I have a book, I could bring it out and show you guys some pictures. But this commune started in the 60s, and there was a time where they were almost 100% self-sufficient. Like, they didn't need to go down the hill, right? It's a total of like 260 acres. They broke it off several years back into 2 parts, and the elders from the original commune they live up the hill on the big part of the property, and then they have 80 acres down the hill for the kids, you know, to use and learn and see if that's, you know, like a long-term decision. So where I was at, most of these people just, they didn't stay for long, because they do have a pretty solid winter and it snows and you get stuck because you're like in this little valley. You know, you're not going to be able to leave once it snows. And a lot of these kids don't realize that they have to gather all of the wood all summer long. You know, winter is the time you sit around and shoot the shit. And summertime is when you go on wood runs and you fucking garden and you do all the maintenance, you know, so that, like, making sure that the water line that runs all the way down in both directions, you know, is fully functioning, so that during the winter you don't have to fuck with it.
They gotta bring wood in by now.
There's a lot of shit that has to be done. So most people just left. So it'd go from having, like, you know, maybe 20, 25 people to there being like 4. So, but, you know, depending on where you are, and the idea is that people kind of just come and go as they please. I hope that that is just a minimal amount of information that is
That is a minimal
worthwhile.
amount of information.
Worthwhile, you know. If you would like to explore more, you can do what I did when I was 14. Here's a fun story. When I was 14 years old, living in Mobile, I thought to myself, what the fuck is a commune? And Netflix was at the point then where they sent you discs, you know, in the mail. So I look up, you know, what is a commune? And it turns out there's a movie that Netflix has called Commune. So I order it and I watch this fucking movie, think to myself, I'm satisfied with the information that I've just obtained. I don't need to learn anything else about communes. And no fucking shit, 10 years later, I fucking end up living in the place that is home to the commune that is in that fucking movie. Unbeknownst to me. I had to go. I lasted for like a month the first time. Because you could tell, like, most people just wanted to get super stoned and, like, play music and, like, make art and not really do shit. But it's a lot of work if it's gonna like in that specific area, because it snows. It's a lot of work to prepare for winter. So everyone's just like, oh, we're not staying. So much fun. I recommend that you guys watch that movie if you can. Okay, Gavin wants to know my name. You can call me Spliff or Mama. Or Spliff Mama.
That bitch just kicked me down a hole.
Plethora said that it doesn't sound like the easiest life. No, man. It is not. It is like, if you just Googled commune and looked at images, like, they are so... Maybe you could be more specific, like Northern California communes or something like that, and like look at these different places, because they have them all around the world. Like in Costa Rica, they have this one. They don't call it a commune; they call it an eco village. But it's a fucking commune, and like it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, so back in the day, at the one that I stayed at, which is called Black Bear Ranch. You can look it up. They have pictures and things, you know? So, you know, maybe like in the 70s or so, I don't know when, it was like at capacity. There were so many people living there. It was, I mean, the stories are incredible. And now it's kind of just like going to waste. Not that it's being ruined per se, but like the main garden area is 5 acres fenced in. And the last time I was there, they were using maybe like an 1/8 of the space. Think of how much food you could grow. You know, like if it was well organized, but they don't have like this one, there's basically like no rules. So you can pretty much, their motto is free land for free people. And you can live any way that you want to there. And when you ask other people to chip in on food production, it is not always well received, because not everyone wants to spend their time gardening.
Fucking Iron Man.
You know what I mean? So if you go to like the eco village, they have ground rules. They have, you know, work hour requirements, I would imagine. Like, everybody pulls their weight. There's a lot of shit that has to be done, and you can tell in the visual that they're well organized. And then there's this other place, man, when I was staying there, so these kids came down, and they came in from this other commune called East Wind. And I don't know if you've ever seen the jars of butter, like nut butters, but those are the kids that make those nut butters. I have several in my cabinet right now if you guys want to see it.
Yeah, we want to see it.
Fuck yeah, of course. Here, I'll show it to you.
Fucking field trip. Spliff Mama field trip.
No, it's too messy.
Damn. Is that Carol?
Okay, so this place, and that's like a picture of the property, right?
What kind of butter is that?
This one's cashew, raw, no salt. Alright, this wholesome cashew butter is made by the workers of cooperatively run East Wind Nut Butters in the lovely Ozark Hills of rural southern Missouri. As equal owners in our business, we proudly produce high quality foods from the first rate ingredients of our family and yours. When you purchase this product, you are supporting over 70 people committed to living in harmony with the land and each other. So, like, they're well organized. Everybody has to make these fucking butters. They have to contribute. And
I just backhanded that.
there you go. Who's the guy? Tell him to come say hi. Plethora, you want to say hi to Michael? He'll come by in a few minutes when he's done. I would imagine when he's done with his game. We're playing Mortal Kombat, you guys.
Listen
So
to
much
Alice
fun.
in
Plethora,
Chains
we
freaking
started.
bubble.
Yeah, we started playing Mortal Kombat, and we're listening to Alice in Chains' Jar of Flies album. No, are we listening to that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's on 2 albums. Doesn't matter.
This is Nutshell. I think it's on 2 albums.
So, yeah, the commune world is a
Look at this,
very
look at this.
bizarre situation. Well, anyways, so these kids came down the hill and they said that they'd just been over at Eastwind, and it was like 20 fucking kids. And I don't know if they came to like recruit, or some of them specifically came because they didn't want to live at Eastwind. They didn't want to make cashew nut butter anymore, and almond nut butter, and peanut butter, and all that shit. This is Michael.
Should put the game in the background. They can film the back of my head.
Oh, yeah. How do we do that?
Hold on,
If
amigos.
we sit